Dadurday Night Live. With Jason Lee Boyson, Kevin Miller, Brian Scribner, Dave Van Kirk, featuring a weekend science update with Bachelors of Science. Musical guest Jackson Parten, and your host, Gonzales. Ladies and gentlemen, Gonzales.
Hello, how's everybody doing? It's a pleasure to be here on Dadurday Night Live. We have a great show tonight. Just want to let you all know. We have a special musical guest, Jackson Parten. Please make some noise for him. Put your hands together for Jackson Parten, who will be coming on later tonight. And of course, the men of the hour, my four dads themselves will be here tonight. So please put your hands together for them. They are the brains and the operation behind Dadurday Night Live. So put your hands together for them. Thank you. All right, nobody put their hands together for them.
Do what he says.
That was kind of, but excuse me, I don't know if I can swear, but for those of you who are sensitive, put your hands together. There you go. Thank you so much. It's great. I'm out here in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. So it is a live show, and I am live from Florida. Where the state is completely open now. And so that's why I'm not wearing a mask, because I'm actually socially distanced. If you can see there, there's nobody in the room, so don't worry about me. I know that physically I look like somebody who is at risk 100%, but I assure you I'm okay. Everything's fine. I did go to the doctor though. I did go to the doctor to check myself out because I was concerned, because I do a lot of traveling for comedy. And because it turned out that diabetes runs in my family, mostly because no one runs in my family. And I also, so I had the blood work done because I wanted to make sure that I was okay. And the doctor came back, and when he brought my blood test back, he just had this look of concern on his face. And he just looked me up and down and just looked concerned. I said, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "Well, nothing's the matter." And I said, "So why do you look so concerned?" And he goes, "Well, look at you." He says, "You're fat." He says, "I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to tell you to take care of yourself, but your blood work came back fine." He said, "So if you're okay looking this way, well then, fuck it. Just keep doing what you do." Eat up. A lot of people are you know, everybody's taking a different level of precaution during the lockdowns and during COVID. Some people are upset about wearing masks. Some people take it to a full extreme. I have no issue with the mask. As a matter of fact, traveling around the entire country, I gotta be honest with you, some people should have been wearing the mask way before COVID. I know they have mirrors. Also, the good thing about the mask is if you have a friend that has stank breath, you don't have to be the person who tells them that they have stank breath, because now that they wear the mask, they just tell themselves. Also, the other thing is when I'm doing live shows, I really can't promote that I'm doing live shows, because some people lose their minds when they know that people are out there doing things like that, especially a lot of my friends and family out in California. For instance, I did a live show one time and I posted about it, and somebody messaged me and says, how dare you? How dare you go out there and put people's lives at risk? I was like, dude, I knew you before you found Jesus. I knew you when you raw dogged a hooker in Tijuana. You were the last person I am taking health advice from. Also, before the lockdowns, whenever the Mormons, the Jehovah's, or the solar panel guys would come knocking on my door, I would run and hide. 2 months into the lockdowns, I was out there looking for them. Where'd you guys go? I miss you. I'm lonely. I need someone to talk to. I'm ready to convert, solar or Jesus. Sun is a son. All right, very religious crowd in here tonight. All right. Understood. I'm originally from California. When I lived in California, I was paying $1,400 a month for a studio, no parking. Then I moved to San Antonio, Texas, where $1,400 got me an entire block on the west side. Paid for it with recycled cans. I learned a lot of things about Texas. For instance, people eat a lot of limes out in Texas. I don't know if you know that. I'm not saying people don't eat limes elsewhere, but in Texas, they seem to take it to a different level. Like I thought when babies were born out in Texas, that their mothers would take a piece of lime, rub it around their nipple, grab their baby and go, welcome to Texas, baby. There you go, get some. Unless their mother really loves them, then they put that stuff. I don't know if it's popular elsewhere, but they put this called chamoy. It's like a liquid chili powder. And they just slather all over their chichis, grab their baby and go, who's mama's special little meal? There you go, chupa, chupa, chupa. I think it was a whole different dimension because I have a shirt with two ladies licking each other. So that must have looked even more weird as I was grabbing my nipple doing that joke. Wonderful. Awesome. Oh, Lordy. I'm in Florida. It's different. It's different. The hottest bar in Florida is a place called Seed to Table. It is a grocery store. A grocery store with 4 bars in it. That's the kind of place I'm in right now. This is they call this Trump country out here. They actually have a station that is called Trump Country. The station is called Trump, and all they play is country all day. And then they have a guy who imitates Trump and then introduces all the music throughout the day. It's a very wealthy area. I did an Uber, I ordered an Uber driver, and I got picked up in a Bentley.
Jeez.
I'm not even joking. I got picked up in a Bentley by an Uber driver, and the 3 of us, we all tried to call shotgun at the last time, when they showed up. And unfortunately, I was the last one to call it, so I had to ride what they call bitch. And normally, I would be upset about that, but being a bitch in a Bentley is better than being a bitch in a Kia. Also, I went fishing. I went fishing out here in Florida. It's in the Gulf, so it's a bigger body of water than I'm normally used to in the lakes and rivers of Texas. Normally when I'm bringing fish in, it's usually into my mouth with chopsticks at a sushi restaurant. So I didn't know fishing was going to be this strenuous. So anyways, I did. I went fishing, and I am completely sore now. But I love to eat a lot. I don't know if you guys notice, I'm a larger guy. And there you go. You can see all my chest and my stomach sticking out all at the same time. There's nothing wrong with being big, though. I don't know if you heard this, but according to science, they say that physically larger gentlemen last 3 minutes longer in the bedroom than skinny men. And I know that doesn't sound plausible, but again, I didn't write this. Science did. And before some of you people think, well, what's 3 minutes? Well, 3 minutes, that can be the difference between you ladies coming or them going. Because sure, your man might be fit and he might be able to go all night, but according to science, I'm fat, I can go all night +3. So just keep that in mind. Because sometimes these fit dudes, they get a little selfish in bed, and when they're done emptying their gravy boat, The ladies are like, keep digging, you son of a bitch. Mama's got to strike oil too. I didn't think it was possible. I was like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, actually, that does make sense, because usually the first 2 minutes of my lovemaking is usually me on top adjusting myself, right? Just trying to keep my face in. And normally I would show you my belly and I'd be lifting it up and trying to squat down, trying to get in to the lovemaking position. So usually the first 2 minutes is me trying to get into that position. And the last minute is usually her on top going, oh my God, you're so fat because you eat a salad once in a while. Thank you. Thank you. I was out that door. There's like 200 people who laughed heavily at that joke. Thankfully, I'm getting paid for that show. So. Off the hook, and apparently I am not off the hook right now at Dadurday Night Live, where we have a wonderful show. Folks, I'm going to do one more joke, then I got to get out of here. I love being on TV. As you can see, a lot of people don't like Zoom because they think it's not true entertainment, that it's not true art, but it is different. Zoom, being on Zoom is like television. It's like broadcast television. So, I mean, if you're going to be an entertainer, you got to entertain this side of it too. This is like being on television. And I've done a lot of television. I used to live in Los Angeles where I did auditions. And I don't know if you know how auditions work, but usually you meet in front of a group of people who judge you on your performance. Now, usually they give you a couple tries before they move you on, because they want to see your dynamic. So as a stand-up comedian, I like to start off with a playful audition up front. For instance, I auditioned for the lead Latino gangster in a movie one time. And I don't know why that person laughed. I don't know who laughed, but that's not even the joke. I was just giving you the facts. You don't think I can be gangster? Anyway, so we did the audition. I don't know if you know how the auditions work, but I basically stood up in front of these people, and I thought I'd screw with them. So I took two sounds that I thought would be ridiculous. I took Edward James Olmos's voice and Christian Bale's Batman, and I put them together. And the audition kind of went something like this. In this barrio, there is only one vato that runs shit, and that vato is me. Like, thank you, Mr. Gonzales. We appreciate it. Don't call us, we'll call you. I was like, son of a bitch. 2 weeks later, I got a phone call from them. They said, is this Mr. Gonzales? I was like, yes. So you remember that audition you did for the lead Latino gangster? I was like, yeah, I do. I remember. They go, that thing you did with your voice, we loved it. We want you for the part. I was like, I don't think I want it anymore. So I got the part. That was the punchline. Normally people would laugh at that. But again, this is a Zoom show. People don't totally understand the concept here. So the movie I was doing was, I played the lead Latino gangster, and the majority of the actors were African-American, except for me and the other two Latinos. We played the bad guys. Now, I had to say a lot of awful stuff to these African-American actors that I've never met before. One word in particular kept popping up on my page, and if you don't know what that word is, it starts with an N and ends with an ass beating if you say it in the wrong neighborhood. So naturally, I didn't want to say it. So I was like, I don't think I can say this word. They're like, well, what's the problem? I was like, well, I just like to get everybody's permission first, if that's okay. Because I like to think I was a good actor, and I was afraid I might say it too well. And I needed to get home that night. Just then, one of the African-American actors stood up and he looks over at me and he goes, yo, big man, thank you very much. We appreciate it, the fact that you took your time before you said this word. That means you understand the history and the hate behind it. And because of that, we just want to let you know, nothing but respect. We give you permission. You can say it. I was like, word? They were like, yeah. I was like, no, like just today or all the time. I'd like to know the parameters of this power that you just bestowed upon me. Hey, thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your guest host tonight for Dadurday Night Live. My name is Big Al Gonzales. Thank you so much for showing up here tonight and not laughing at half the stuff. That's cool. At least I understand you're here through the silence. And maybe I'm not funny. I don't know. Who cares? Because we do got a great show with a lot of good people. My Four Dads is in the house. Let them hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for My Four Dads. And of course, your musical act coming up right now. Please put your hands together for Jackson Parten.
Seeking all my life to keep my head above the water. The heartache and the pain I've seen, it made me grow much harder. Got me swinging at the shadows, marching across the floor. I wasn't born into a world, baby, I was born into a war. If all is fair in love, I guess I never really knew. I could tell the cards were stacked before the first cards even drew. Things that should have been so simple turned into a battle. Now I gotta let you know something before you get too rattled. You never get mercy from a mercenary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Well, I won't be cruel, but don't cry, spare me. I won't use more force than necessary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Oh, no. Spent my time on the front line with my heart in the crosshairs. Returned from my tour of duty with 1,000 miles spare. Share shock love left me. Share love a man. Giving you fair warning, better get out while you can, 'cause you never get mercy from a mercenary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Oh, well, I won't be cruel, but don't cry, spare me. I want more force than necessary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Mercy from a mercenary. Oh, never get mercy from a mercenary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Well, I won't be cruel, but don't cry, spare me. I want more force than necessary. You never get mercy from a mercenary. Mercy from a mercenary. Well, it ain't impossible, but it happens rarely. The lover wants to sort out fairly. Never get mercy from a mercenary. Mercy from a mercenary. Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, how you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? All right, give it up for Jackson Parten.
Just the other day, you came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. You learned to walk while I was away.
Just making sure. I'm sorry. Give it up one more time.
Jackson Parten, ladies and gentlemen.
Now it's time to give it up for my 4 dads.
Yeah, thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al.
All right. Hey, guys.
I feel like Al's making fun of my pat ball from last week.
Just keeps popping on, not saying nothing, and leaves right before we perform.
Family.
Yeah, well, I love them. All right, man. Great start tonight, huh?
Yeah, right.
For real.
Great set by Al and amazing song by Jackson.
My mind is actually blown by that. I'd never actually thought about that, like asking for mercy from a mercenary. It
Well,
makes sense. It
we
makes
should
sense. He'd be like, who do you think I am? Don't get it confused. That's not what I came to deliver.
Jason needs to unmute.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I could. I was going to try something different tonight.
Oh,
Silent stupidity?
Copyright infringement.
Oh, okay.
dude, if he's gonna mime all night, I'm out of here. Like I'm not doing that.
Hey, we're all wearing kind of matching shirts that aren't my four dad shirts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our new beer sponsor,
All right. We got sponsors, everybody.
Brew Monkey Beer Company.
Do you believe it? I got their summer lightning blonde ale.
I got the same thing.
That's my first one. My first can.
I got the Moody Marsden Oktoberfest.
These are really cool because they're selling crowlers since because of COVID, just to be safe. They're not refilling growlers, so they sell crowlers, which is phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Brew Monkey.
Yes. Cheers to Brew Monkey.
You can find them on Starcrest if you're in the San Antonio area, actually right across the street from Comedy Sports.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was very easy to find.
Hey, we should do our show.
Yeah, probably. Let's get.
You want to get
Al's on schedule.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Al's got a schedule, guys.
Al's never
You
shows. Yeah, we can't fuck around. All right. So quick. All right. I need a one-word movie title suggestion, like Jaws, but not Jaws. Articles are okay. A, and the. They don't count. So that. All right. Getting them in there now. Thank you very much.
For me, I just got a new game yesterday. Some of you guys may have played it. It's called Arkham Horror, which I think is a cool name for a game. What are some of your favorite, maybe not well-known games, but a game that you play that has a cool name to it? So throw some board game or other type of game names in there. Great. Like it. Cool.
All right. So I know not everybody here is fortunate enough to be an educator, in the school system right now, like I am. But if you were going to be a teacher, if you were going to teach, and this doesn't have to be school related, like subjects like core content or blah, blah, blah. But if you're going to teach something, what would it be? Thanks for the nod of approval on that question. I appreciate it.
And because my theme is always 2020 being a kick in the dick year. Hashtag dick kick. Two fun things for this week. Fun thing one is that I'm sick. Just to top everything off. Probably not COVID. But I mean, I'll live through it. I'll just absorb it and it will become my new normal. And the other thing is, I have my mom and my brother who drove down here to visit me, and they are downstairs watching something else on television.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, while I do this show, that they know about that I've done every week for 30 plus weeks now. So what's a disappointment that you've had recently?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's me.
That's it.
I'm sad at some of these answers, man.
So are you performing in a different room than normal, Brian?
Yes. 100%.
Is it very unnatural right now?
100%, dude. 100%. If I sit up, I'm like 90 feet from the computer. It's so weird. So odd.
Yeah.
I got a new lighting system, so I got a little bit more room now. It's nice.
I remember that feeling when I did my first show, not in the closet. It was awesome.
Oh, I did.
I don't think I told you all about that, but you'll notice I can move around a lot more. right? Because I'm not actually in like a little closet.
Oh,
Oh, what are y'all thinking?
nothing.
I'm not, we clearly know I'm not the one that manscapes here. So we're going to go with stereotypes. All right.
Hey, Dave, what are you taking for your suggestion?
I'm taking one of my pop might be my favorite comic book movie of all time, Watchmen.
Oh, nice. The one I'm going to take also fits Dave's question, but I'm going to take it anyways because Clue.
I had some great suggestions. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, several of you, I would actually want to take your class based on what you answered. It sounds very interesting. But I'm going to have to go with what I feel like is an old school, too good to be true answer, manners.
Ah, yes. Good one. I like it.
I'm going to combine 3 different things because why not?
You should do that with antibiotics too, Brian.
I should add that in. I'm going to, my suggestion will be chicken face glitch.
Chicken face glitch.
All right.
Because why not? Chicken face
I kind of feel like that has to end it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Chicken face glitch to end the show. I like it.
All right. So what do you want to start with? So we got Watchmen, Clue, or Manners.
How are we feeling? Anyone?
I'm going to be polite and let you guys decide.
Ooh, go Manners. All right. Cool.
Manners it is.
Manners it is.
Manners it is.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Mr. McGillicuddy. Hey.
Hey, Jacob, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I learned a lot in your class. I brought enough beer for everybody.
I see that. Do you mind if I have a few?
Oh yeah, I got an ice chest right here. You help yourself, whatever you want. It's your class.
Thank you. It must be your birthday today.
It is. How do you remember?
Well, I mean, your mom was always like, you know, is it okay if we don't bring cupcakes when Jacob turns 19? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Bring beer. That's cool. I was just kidding when I said that, but your mom, man, she's.
No, Mr. McGillicuddy, you're the best teacher. You know, I learn a lot from you, and I feel like
Dad conference. What? Dude? Since when do we start using props?
I don't know.
Like, I thought it was improv. I took y'all's classes and y'all are like, no props. You know, you don't hold a gun like this. You know, you do this. And so I'm trying not to have props. I freaking have beers galore to drink right now from Brew Monkey Beer Company. And you guys like making it look like I don't want to show it because you're trying to break rules.
It's inspiration, not obligation, Kevin.
I've heard that before.
That is a great answer.
All right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry for getting salty about it.
It's all right.
Excuse me. I should have better manners. Jacob.
To Mr. McGillicuddy.
Thank you, Jacob.
My best teacher I've ever had.
I mean, I feel at this point you kind of have to say that because I'm the only teacher that you've had for 6 years straight. So
I love your class.
And you are a slow learner.
I feel like I'm getting there though.
You are not my most advanced student.
What are you saying? I've got 6 years of experience.
Probably 8.5 if you count all the after-school tutorials. You're just still.
Happy birthday, Jacob!
Trevor.
Thanks, Trevor.
God dang it! I thought the beer was just for you and I. I'm gonna probably get in trouble.
I brought some for the whole class, Mr. McGillicuddy. It's good manners.
You know what? You're right. You are right, Trevor. Trevor.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Thanks, Trevor.
How many have you given him, Jacob?
It's to help yourself. I mean, my mom's loaded and she just gave me.
No. Every time he looks up, he's got another beer in his hand, son. Like, Yeah, I mean, I know this isn't science. We don't talk about alcohol, blood content, blood volume, blah, 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 all that stupid stuff. Just that's too much for him.
I'm bad at the science
You-
stuff. I'm here for the manners.
Jacob, if you know what, if you have any manners, you will politely ask him to stop drinking all that beer.
Hey, Trevor.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Hey, Trevor.
Oh.
Trevor, don't drink all that beer. There's other flavors.
Jacob, you can't start a sentence with hey. I said be polite.
My bad. I'm sorry. Trevor, my good friend, drink a different beer. The flavors are so many.
That was improvement, but try it with excuse. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
And we're all going to die, Mr. McGillicuddy.
Trevor, can you hear me? Trevor, son.
Yeah, Mr. McGillicuddy.
Yeah,
It's Jacob's birthday.
it is. All right, happy birthday, Jacob. That's how you
Happy
do
birthday,
it.
Jacob!
That's polite too.
Thank you, Mr. McGillicuddy. Thank you, Trevor.
Trevor, you feeling sick?
I feel.
Now, what's the polite thing to do now? What are you gonna do now, Jacob?
He spilled his beer. I should clean it up.
That is correct. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mr. McGillicuddy. Happy birthday to you next week. Now that we killed Dave right off the bat.
I sure wish Brian would have got back from the bathroom.
Oh, I sat here the whole time.
I know. Well, I know you have to at least be in one scene because you're going to start it. And don't you go trying to die all quick because I will resurrect you, my friend.
That was a great start, gentlemen. Start off with alcoholism.
A lot about
Yeah.
manner.
In a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So that's a
No,
great.
I'm
I
fine.
think in some states that's legal, I think, right? I think in some states you can drink.
If you're in your house, I think if your parents let you drink, you can do that in Texas, right?
Yeah.
And
So
so
my
that,
daughter keeps telling me.
Jacob was homeschooled. I just live with him. I'm a live-in tutor.
All right, what are we going with next?
An au pair, as they say.
So we have Clue and Watchmen. Let's get Clue. I'm curious about Watchmen.
All right.
All right.
Clue.
Clue. All right. Cool. All right.
Doing it again.
Yeah. Did you kill him? There's a dead body right here, and you're near it, so I'm assuming.
So simply because there's a dead body here, you assume that me, the most nefarious murderer of all time, killed him.
Yes, you, the Dark Shadow, killed this poor gentleman.
Perhaps he attacked me and I was defending myself. Did you ask me that?
Shit. Excuse me, Mr. Dark Shadow.
Yes.
Did this gentleman attack you before you killed him?
No, he didn't attack me at all.
All right, you're guilty.
Well, no, I never said I killed him. I just answered the part that you asked me if he attacked me.
Okay, just a second. All right. So you didn't kill him, Mr. Dark Shadow.
Just the questioning is almost assumptive. Like
All right, 1 second, please.
yes,
Pull this knife out of his bag. Hold on 1 second.
yes.
Is this your knife?
Of course it's my knife. It says the Dark Shadow on it.
Yeah, right across the hilt. Dark Shadow.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Did you
personally
kill him?
I personally monogrammed it myself.
So this is your knife.
That is my knife.
I need to write that down. 1 second.
Yes.
Shadow's knife. Excellent. Now, did you put this knife in this gentleman's back?
What? There are so many other people that could have put that knife in this gentleman's back.
I mean, I could have done this,
See?
but I didn't.
Did you kill him?
No, I just got here.
You're holding the knife.
It was in his back. I found it there.
Proves my point.
I see what you're saying. So it's very possible that I put the knife in his back in the first place.
It's entirely possible. And then, in your weak attempt to frame me, you used my knife and then removed it and questioned me about murdering him.
I've never seen this knife before.
But it's got your fingerprints on it.
Well, that's true, but that doesn't prove anything.
I mean,
Anybody could touch a knife.
this is true, exactly. That's my point. Simply because the knife has my name on it, because this man is my bitter enemy, because I am a nefarious murderer named the Dark Shadow, you
Oh, wait a
immediately
second.
assume.
You know this man.
Of course, he's my arch enemy.
I didn't know. Let me write that down.
Yes.
So you are bitter enemies with this man here.
Yes.
A knife was found in his back by me
Yes.
with your name on it,
Of course.
but they have my fingerprints.
Yes.
That's quite the conundrum.
It is.
It's probably in my best interest to throw this knife into the river.
You know, if I were you, that's probably what I would do.
Done.
More than likely, because again, they can track knives from the river. What you may want to do is dispose of the body, perhaps drag it away, burn it, put it in the trunk of your car.
Oh, so nobody can see it.
Exactly.
Good call, Mr. Dark Shadow. I will drag him away now.
Yes.
He won't move.
He slides.
Yes. He's very heavy.
He is much heavier than he looks.
Give me a moment.
See?
Very good.
Perfect. Now, there you go. Now you've basically solved the case and you've taken care of the crime scene as well.
I'm really good at my job.
You are
Thank you for
fantastic.
your help, Mr. Dark Shadow.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you for allowing me to assist you in your detective work.
I can't pay you.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Your generosity, your kindness is payment enough, my friend.
Mr. Dark Shadow, it was a pleasure getting to meet you finally.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, detective. And I hope our paths cross again at some point.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Man, all the scene was about. That was also about manners.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I really enjoyed that scene. That was a lot of fun.
This
And
is really hard to sustain. Hard to sustain than I thought it would be. So thank you for dragging me off and throwing me in the trunk of your car.
You're welcome.
That was a great scene, gentlemen.
I love the fact that Kevin popped in and was like, no.
All right. Well, I've been in the last two scenes. I'm going to sit out of this one and enjoy it.
All right, Watchmen. Third anniversary, honey. And listen, I don't want. Listen, I got you a gift. I got you a gift. I don't want you to take this. I know I joke all the time about how you're late for everything, and that you know you can't be counted on to be in a certain place at a time when you say you're going to be there.
Never.
And I know I always talk about how it's because you refuse to have a watch or look at your phone or anything like that. But
Not doing it.
I did get you a watch. But don't take it as a backhanded compliment. It's just, you know, I think our love is timeless. And yeah, I'm going with that. Our love is timeless. So I got you a timepiece. And can I put it on your wrist? Look at it. It's inscribed. Do you see what it says?
I can't read it from here.
It says, "Honey, baby darling, Clara," which is your name.
Yeah, I know that.
Don't take this the wrong way. I love you. Here's a watch.
That's, you know, I'm not going to wear that.
Why would you not wear this? This is a beautiful watch. It works. It tells great time. It never needs to be wound. It doesn't need a battery. So you're always, as long as you have it around you, you're always going to know what time it is. And therefore, if you have some place to be at a certain time, you might, it might help you out. Just.
I appreciate that, Derek, but have you not noticed that I do not abide by time and the laws
Yeah.
of time?
Yeah, I mean, you very blatantly you do everything you can to avoid knowing what time it is or adhering to anybody's outline of what time you should be someplace. I know because listen, it's not because you didn't make it to my parents' house last week. It's not. Don't take it like that, okay? Just because you didn't make it to my parents' house, and they've been wanting to meet you for so long, and they made a 7-course meal. And they got you. We had a special guest coming in, a musical guest coming in to play for the evening, and they spent a ton of money doing it, and then you never showed because you claim you didn't know what time it is. That's not the reason why. Okay.
All right. So I appreciate how much time you've been taking talking. I feel like you haven't stopped since you've been trying to put that watch on my wrist. But here's the deal. I love you. I love you for all time, whatever that means. But I just want you to know that I will never abide by time because it makes you a slave. It makes you a slave, Derek, because then your whole life you're like, oh, it's almost 12. I have to be here. Oh, it's almost 7. I'm supposed to be here. So I don't want.
It's almost 4 o'clock. I need to take my medicine.
You do. Yes.
Yes.
You do, because you are a slave to the clock. You are a clock slave.
I also have a lot of.
Say it. I want to hear you say it. I am a clock slave. Say it.
I have a lot of.
You better say it, or I'm gonna.
I will say this at the end of this sentence. I have a lot of illnesses, and I need to know what time it is because if I don't take the right medication, I might, die.
No.
So if that makes me a clock slave, a slave for clock, I love clock all the time. I'm a sucker for the clock.
And that is the real problem, Derek. Put the watch away.
Because I'm a clock sucker? Is that the problem?
Not for Clara. That's for Carl. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, Derek. I've had a watch this whole time. I have 17 iPhones. And you know what? They've been monitoring everything you do every minute of the day. And that's why I will not accept that watch from you because you've been cheating on me. Busted.
Clara. Slow down.
You know what time it is now?
What time is it? I mean, it's 7:05. I mean, that's exactly what it is because
it's time for you to go. That's what it is.
You want me to go?
It's go time.
It's go time?
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody else would like my watch. How would you like that?
Where'd I put my phones?
All right, yeah, I think that's the end of that scene. Oh man.
So is Brian just not playing any scenes with me tonight? I'm trying to figure out what the joke is.
I am literally when I go on mute, I'm like both of my lungs are on the floor in front of me.
Oh man.
Yeah. It is not great.
Yeah.
Hey, I did enjoy that scene though with you, David.
Okay. Good. I enjoyed it too. Cheers.
That's a clock slave. A slave to the clock.
Yeah, well, I'm a sucker for clocks.
Clock sucker, man.
Yeah, I'm a clock sucker.
Clock sucker. All right. Well, we're finishing up with the chicken face glitch.
Yeah.
Brian, you got this.
Brian's got to be on the camera.
And I'm going nowhere.
Yep. Well, I do say we've run into a bit of a problem here with the poultries.
What's that, brother?
There's been a bit of a, how you say, conundrum going on with the poultries.
You've been reading again.
I have.
Uh,
Look, there's Buster. Buster's our lead rooster, and just watch what happens when you say,
oh,
"Oh, see,
what?
I didn't even have to say it this time." They've just been
They're
They
breaking
just
their own necks?
yeah, they just been breaking their own necks.
What?
I'm not it's a massive conundrum because there's a limited amount of poultry that we have here.
Oh, hey, wait.
Well, it's Gertrude. Gertrude. Hello, Gertrude.
She's one of those silky princess chickens.
She's a silky princess.
Look at her.
Gertrude.
Shiny. Oh, hey,
Hello,
what?
Gertrude.
Hey, get away. No cock-a-doodle-doo over here. Okay, keep flapping. She's so silky.
It appears the conundrum may have resolved itself.
I believe
Perhaps
so.
I was worried for no. Oh, damn it! Damn it, Gertrude.
I didn't care so much about the roosters. I mean, we don't really get eggs from them, but
Nope.
there's Petey. He's a little one,
Yeah.
right?
Pete's the run of the litter, but his heart is pure.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't even have to break it. Oh, he's
Pete's,
back.
no, Pete's eating Buster. It makes him cannibalistic as well. Pete.
I mean, is that good for us?
Oh no, not when he does that afterwards.
God, dang it.
We are horrible chicken farmers.
Yeah. I mean, I like this one because this one always has to wear something on its head.
Matilda. Hello, Matilda. Matilda. Matilda's so sassy.
Matilda always likes to flap her chicken breasts around, right?
Matilda. Matilda's just as sassy. And I think no, Matilda.
Oh, don't do it. No, please don't do it, Matilda.
Matilda, no.
Oh,
Okay, see. There's Matilda's sass.
So silly.
Oh, Matilda.
Hey, her eggs are good. Don't
Oh,
please.
Matilda. No, Matilda.
Put your wings
Matilda. Yeah, you're our favorite, Matilda.
Shh.
We love Matilda the most.
That's right.
If anything should ever happen to Matilda, I don't know what I would do with myself.
You probably would just run away, wouldn't you?
Matilda? No.
Please, Matilda. No, ma'am.
Oh, Matilda.
Hey, someone's been watching like Madonna Vogue or something because she just keep playing with us.
Oh, Matilda. Matilda's like the daughter I never had.
Wait, what?
Matilda. She's like the daughter I never had.
I mean, that seems a little too far, brother. Like that's weird.
I care about her. I worry for her future. Matilda, what are you doing? You're pumping up, Matilda. You can't fly, Matilda.
Oh.
No.
You're a crappy father.
I'm a horrible father.
Me. All right. No, that's
Chicken
line,
face
man.
glitch.
Finished with chicken suicide. All right,
There we go.
You know what's coming at the end of 2020.
The chickens
we all break our own necks.
Oh,
The classic form of suicide. Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Brian, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm just feeling fantastic.
Do you feel better now? I mean,
Oh.
all that
Oh,
adrenaline
no.
pumping up.
No, I almost laughed and nearly died and choked on my own spit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all right.
Well, the good
This
thing is,
beer
if
will help.
something happens to you, we've had a lot of practice doing scenes with just 2 and 3 people.
I know.
That's true.
I
It's
know.
been a good run through, like a good dress rehearsal, right?
That was it. Just in case I kind of keeled off into the sunset here tonight.
We all know it will be me though, for joking like that.
All right.
Sorry.
Probably time to kick it to one of our sponsors.
That's right.
We're not only sponsored by Brew Monkey, we're sponsored by ourselves.
That's right.
So let's take it there.
Hi, I'm Jason Lee Boyson. Here at Four Dads Farms, All of our merchandise is pasture raised, organically grown, and picked fresh daily. Would you like a new My Four Dads shirt picked just for you? Fresh. Order your merchandise today. Huh. Right off the tree.
Welcome to the Weekend Science Update. We have for you breaking news, not only to you, but to us. We haven't even seen these headlines. We are giving you this news as it comes in, all right? This is completely unrehearsed. We have no teleprompters like the big news media has, all right? This is all fresh off the cuff stuff. Anyway, let's jump right in and get to our headlines here. Pufferfish.
Okay, the first one is pufferfish may be carving mysterious crop circles near Australia.
Now, pufferfish have long been theorized to actually be alien creatures. Have you seen a pufferfish in real life? I have been to the aquarium and I can tell you they don't fit in with the other fish, all right? I've seen salmon. I understand salmon. I see a pufferfish. That's weird.
This is indeed true. Most fish that live in the ocean are aliens. That is why starfish come from the sky. That is a shooting star.
They fall to the earth, they land in our ocean, and they crawl around. It's just a matter of time probably before these pufferfish end up on the shore. That's when
right.
you have to be careful.
But it is real sad when a starfish lands on the cement. It does not survive that one.
Yeah, aliens, just like most creatures, have to adapt, all right? They need to take some time. The pufferfish, when it first comes on land, it may not be that intimidating, but just you wait, all right? They're going to inflate. They have the power of the sphere, and they're going to be able to roll around with their spiky things and pick everything up like what is that? What was that Japanese game? The
Sonic the Hedgehog.
The something. Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. They roll around like Sonic and they kill us. We are the flying mechanical hornets. And the rings?
Yeah, that.
Those have yet to be invented. Good luck, scientists.
All right, moving on to the next headline. NASA is sending yeast into space.
Yes, that is right. This actually goes to the first story of the day. NASA is sending yeast into space because we are trying to break bread with the aliens and say, do not come down and kill us. Taste a tasty pastry, a kolache, or a French bread.
Indeed, you know, food is a creature's basic need. All right, we're looking at the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and we're like, if we can meet one, you know, for another species, we're valuable. All right, it's all about communicating our value to other potential people and species out there.
That is right.
You know?
We have no idea if the aliens can actually digest bread, but we are just trying to showcase a metaphor to the aliens. Hopefully that will work. There are surely many other ways to try to make peace with the aliens, but we are making a very specific metaphor to the aliens that they must have some prior knowledge of breaking bread.
And if it turns out it doesn't work with their biology, great. We just made a weapon to combat the aliens. All right, we are coming at this twofold. All right,
that's
We've
right.
got one where we're making peace, and the other option where we're instantly making war. We're
Just
ready on both sides.
Just like polio blankets, we learn from our history. It is dirty, but it works well.
That's right.
Okay, time for the next one. Mini brains help robots feel pain.
This is important. All right. There's so much talk about development of AI, you know, creating some machines that act like people. A big part of being a person is pain. Let me tell you, been through a lot of it myself. And if you don't have the pain input, you don't get the human output. That's just the way it is. That's science.
That's right. Many relationships end in pain, but that is the most human thing that there is. Feeling hurt by a loved one. And
That's
if
right.
we can teach robots to feel pain, we will make them think that we are their fathers, and then we will leave. It won't mean nothing to them if they do not feel pain first.
That's right. You know, having the robots outfitted to feel not only the physical pain, which is easy to do. You can make a robot walk on hot coals. That's not hard. But to feel the emotional pain, that's science. All right. That's the next leap we have to make. You know, we have to make that disappointment when a sequel to your favorite movie comes out and it really lets you down. We have to make the robots understand that.
That's right. The only reason I am a newscaster now is because my mama told me you have a strange voice and nobody will ever want to listen to you. And so through vengeance and hatred for my mother, I found this job and I stick it to her every single day. I've sent this video to her on Facebook and say, I hate you, mama, and I don't know my dada.
Refined cynicism is the key ingredient to advancement.
Okay, now that I am said, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, I think that's all. Oh, no, I think that's oh.
We got more. There's more science.
There's more science. There's always more science. It's breaking now. Black hole has caught turning poor star. I guess it was caught turning a poor star into spaghetti.
That is right. This entire week is all about carbs in outer space. We do not stop with this theme. The spaghetti, the black hole caught turning poor star into spaghetti. Well, apparently aliens do know about bread. So we should really have looked back at this. This is the good thing about not having a teleprompter.
Yeah, and the bigger thing this indicates to me is that there's a space mafia. The Italians are in space. All right, they've already got there and they're turning stars into spaghetti, right? It's only a matter of time before they turn a moon into a cannoli.
Yes, yes. Soon we will be getting a space radio wave saying, say hello to my little friend. And then we will all die. So just be aware of that. When it comes, we die.
That's right. So now's the time to start making, some deals with the Italians of space. Okay. Maybe you bribe them with a little bit of oregano. That's, I'm just saying, have some on hand. You never know who you're going to run across.
That's right. Make racist stereotypes about Italians and send that to the aliens, and hopefully they will get the message. Again, confusing metaphors for aliens are the only way to combat them. More literacy, less math in schools.
That's right. And that has been the Weekend Science Update. This is the real fake news.
That's right. Maybe we are done.
Hello, how's everybody? Thank you. Give it up for everybody you've seen so far. What a great show. Dadurday Night Live.
Woo!
Awesome. Make some noise.
Woo!
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, this is weird. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a working comedian. And so tonight I am doing 5 shows. I did 3 live shows. The second one just finished right now. So I'm outside doing meet and greet. And then as soon as I'm done with this, I literally have to jump in and do a VR show in virtual reality with the Oculus headsets. So it's a pleasure to be here and try to make time between all these wonderful shows, including Dadurday Night Live. And it's been a fun time. And it's weird. I don't know if you guys know VR, what VR is, and the Oculus and such, but it's virtual. You're in a virtual world. It's like Baby Matrix, and it's pretty cool. Most people do it for gaming. It's really made for gaming. I did it specifically for stand-up comedy, but there is a segment of society who uses it for pornography, and I did not. I totally got it for stand-up comedy, but I did check it out because I was curious, not because I'm a perv, but I just wanted to know what VR porn was like. And oh my God, it is like they are there with you. And but there's things that don't quite work because I don't know if you know this, but like most porn are very large, larger gentlemen who tend to be either white or black because they don't have a lot of a large genitalia Latino guys in porno. It just doesn't. They got a lot of small genitalia, large testicle Latinos, and that's not really a fetish thing yet. So I can't really put myself in that. You know, virtually it doesn't work for me. But a lot of people are interested in this, and I go on the road, and the people I work with were very interested in it. And our road manager, who's 60 years old, wanted to know about virtual reality. So he wanted to see it. So he put on the Oculus, and he's wearing it. And he goes, "Is she here in the room?" I was like, no, she's not in. This is all pre-recorded. And he goes, is that my penis? And I go, "Are you still wearing pants?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "Then it is not your penis." So I don't know which movie he's watching, but he's watching something. And all of a sudden he just starts going, "My name is Tim. It's good to meet you. Yes, it is my first time here." I go, "Tim, she's not talking to you. It's pre-recorded." He goes, "Damn it, Al." He says, "I'm a Texan. I was raised to be polite. When a lady asks you a question, you answer." I go, "Fair enough." So, anyways, after he was done, he took off the headset and he looked at me and he goes, "Well, no wonder the kids never leave their basement." I would never leave my basement either. But it's interesting, like the whole virtual reality thing. It's like that is the future, and this is what I do. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of stand-up comedy, and it's interesting because it adds a whole new dimension to like what we're doing here with the Zoom. This is like one dimension, and the next dimension is virtual reality. So hopefully at some point maybe we converge all of them together. But it's fascinating, and I hope some of you aren't being turned on by this T-shirt of mine. I can't stop the ladies from licking each other. And no, they are not women from Star Trek. Some people kept asking me, is that a Star Trek porno shirt? No, it is not. So if you're into green women, this shirt is probably for you. Anyways, it's been fun, and I'm still here, and we got a lot of show to go, but I got a few more jokes to tell you. This is my second set, the 10-minute set. And then I got to jump into VR, so I apologize for rushing through this and such. But what a great group of guys, my four dads, and they put this together every week, I believe, and it's amazing. It takes a lot of talent to come up and do improv. I've completely improvised this entire 10-minute set that I am now working on, so I totally get how hard it is, and I give them a lot of kudos. And of course, Jackson, what an amazing artist to see Jackson come out here and do what he does. But the lockdown has brought us into an interesting world. And unfortunately, some people have lost people during the lockdown. And we lost a grandfather, my wife and I. It wasn't my grandfather, it was her grandfather. But he was 97, so it wasn't like he didn't live. It was kind of expected. And so you can't really be sad about that, you know? I mean, there is some sadness, but at 97, you're just like, yeah, he probably should have left a while ago. But he was 97. He passed away, and he was a very smart gentleman, and he left a lot of money to his family. And now that I'm married, I am family. So I am now part of the lifestyles of the rich and adjacent. So I have money now, ladies and gentlemen, which is crazy. And did I tell you that I rode in a Bentley earlier? It was crazy. Yeah, and it was nuts. And this is the lifestyle I live now, and it's fun, and I love it. But the other thing that came with the money was that my mother-in-law, she wanted to help us work on our home. Like, she's one of these women that loves to do makeovers for homes. Like, she watches a lot of home and garden TV, and that's kind of her thing now. She thinks she's Chip and Joanna. You know, she's over there in the car. Sorry, I'm talking to my road manager. So she thinks she's one of those people, and I indulge her. That is the thing that keeps her moving. So this last week, she came by and she gave us a lot of money, and she decided to help us work on some home projects, which I had no issue with. And we would go to Home Depot every single day and pick up tools and supplies to work on my shed, to work on my deck, to work on my bathrooms, to put up fans. Like, we did a lot of work. And I'm a lifelong renter. So you got to understand, it's not that I don't know how to do things. I just didn't have to do things. So I never developed those skills. When you rent, you just call somebody and they do it for you. The crazy thing is, like, for some of you who may know me, I was a Marine. I became a Marine in San Diego, California, but I moved to Texas and I became a man in San Antonio, Texas, when I bought a home in San Antonio, Texas. Because when you buy a home, you graduate. You have to do things. And Texas, most people do things on their own, and I had to learn that. And it was a slow process. And thank God I have a mother-in-law who's more man than I am, because she took me by the hand and she showed me how to do all these things. And at some point she felt very bad because she pulled over and she asked me, she goes, "Do you feel emasculated by the fact that I'm doing all these projects for you and that I'm taking the lead on it?" And I said, "No, Charla, I do not feel emasculated. I feel liberated." Because you got to understand, as a Mexican-American male, I have normally done those odd jobs for white women like yourself. So it's very nice to have a white woman like yourself do something like that for me, a Mexican-American. So if you don't mind, I'm going to sit down and drink a beer and watch you work your white ass off. Is that okay? Because if you get off on doing that for me, I'm going to get off on watching you do that for me, getting off on that. So thank you. Bringing the races together. It's so different. I mean, I don't know how many more minutes I have, but I'm going to wrap it up with this one joke, and then we're going to bring up Jackson again. Again, folks, it's been a wonderful time doing this, and it's so hard to do improv in this format, but these gentlemen make it work every single time. And in fact, you come out here to support them. That is wonderful, because we all need support, including some of our military people. I know some of the gentlemen that are in there have a military background, and it's just as I do. I served in the Marine Corps, and I'm going to take a picture as I tell you this story. Come over here, and I'm going to take a picture with you all. These are fans that were at my last show. Sorry, this is where the worlds collide. So this is where real life collides with Zoom. So these are fans that came out to the show. So so not only did you laugh at me, but they laughed at me, and so now, so there we go. All right, sorry. So this is real life. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, we took a picture. Thank you so much for coming out. Good luck with everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are fans right there. Those are real people that pay real money to see entertainers. So for some of you who didn't pay to be here tonight, drop some money into my 4 Dads and the Dadurday Night Live coffers so that they can advance this. And once the COVID is over, they can buy a theater and do some live shows and such. Anyways, last thing I was trying to say was, what was I trying to say? Oh, the lockdown. I was glad the lockdowns are over and Florida is open. And I went to a bar for the first time in a long time. And this lady came up to me and she said, "Buy me a shot and I'll show you my good titty." She didn't say titties, she said titty. Now I was intrigued, because I got to be honest with you folks. I've seen my fair share of good titties, but I would have bought her 2 shots just to see that one shitty titty that she didn't want to talk about. Like, how shitty was that titty? Because I've seen some pretty. You ever seen a titty with hair around the nipple? Yeah, that's not my thing. I don't like a titty mustache rubbing against my mustache. It's kind of a thing I don't like. Some of the ladies are laughing. The rest of you will be shaving tonight going, "That motherfucker." All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun hosting this, co-hosting or whatever. But I'm going to bring up your musical act one more time. Very good guy. Please welcome back Jackson Parten. Make some noise.
I dream a silver matchstick boat. Don't see a gasoline. You were the captain, I was the first mate. We lost course and we ran aground. Had a couple drinks when we hit the town. Couldn't reconcile the differences, then we went our separate ways. Well, it occurs to me now and then that it never occurred to me way back when. You never cared for anything I ever had to say. The only thing you ever saw in me was a busted guitar and liabilities. I never blamed you once for ever walking away. Yeah, too bad there's only this life. One chance to get it right. Though the pain will fade away, nothing stings as bad as the good old days. You ain't changed your number in 15 years. Still think about calling when I'm not thinking too clear. All I'd ever do is let it ring once, then I'd hang up the thing of my pride. I could swallow a drink soon to follow. I'll make it out of this. Yeah, that promise is hollow all along. If you know it, it's a song many times I sang. Yeah, too bad there's only this life. One chance to get it right. Though the pain will fade away, nothing stings as bad as the good old days. I can't sleep if I can't dream about it. I thought I couldn't live if I had to live without it. Well, too bad there's only this life. One chance to get it right. The pain will fade away. Nothing stings as bad as the good old days. Nothing hits you like the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Woo.
Next week, 10 Apart, with musical guest Kay Phillips.
Oh
Sold it.
my God, was it great or what?
That was awesome.
Thank you to Al Gonzales. Thank you to Jack's partner. Guys, I just want to say real quick, I've got the wrong backdrop already. I'm sorry. I've been switching up and yeah, I see that now.
Well, we're doing that.
There we are. There we are.
Cheers to Brew Monkey Beer Company,
Yeah, absolutely.
our
Brew Monkey
first
Beer Company.
sponsor.
Yes, the beer's made by real monkeys.
Ryan, I know I'm not quite sure that's in the copy.
No,
No, I'm
Yeah, we probably shouldn't promote that. 'Cause
probably should not say that. People might not like the fact that their beer is brewed by monkeys. I don't think they want them to know.
I'll edit it out and post.
okay.
Okay.
How about, Brew Monkey Beer Company. It's bananas.
It's not, but it's they put bananas in their beer.
It's very possible another beer company with the name Monkey in it uses the "It's Bananas" tagline, so I don't think we can use it.
Brew Monkey Beer Company. It's not expensive. It's super chimp.
Now, see, that's yeah. I mean,
That's probably
pun.
not.
Good pun.
Yeah, it's probably not already used, but it's terrible.
I had so much fun playing with you guys. Thank you to Funky Beer Company. Where else? Where if people like us, what else can they? Where else can they find us? Jason?
Man, we are everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Grindr. We're
No, what? I'm sorry. What?
it's a new one. We just added ourselves to it, trying to get some more followers.
Look, 2020's been rough, Dave.
Make no judgments. All right.
We have a YouTube page. We'd love for you to subscribe to our YouTube page. Everything you see here tonight, you'll be able to see the full show, but you'll also be able to see the segments, each individual act and individual scenes that we did. So do
Speaking
that.
of acts, let's bring back Jackson Parten.
Yeah.
And Jackson, come on back.
What up? What up?
You were awesome, man. Great set.
Amazing set tonight, Jackson. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Many thanks, gents. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you.
Do you have anything to plug?
Yes, I'm gonna be doing a song swap at Green Hall on Election Day evening. So depending on what kind of chaos unfolds that day, you can come hear some live music that night from 6 to 9:30.
What does song swap mean?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
It's me and a couple other cats that write songs. I'll play one, they'll play one.
Oh, nice.
That sounds awesome.
Like in the round, yeah.
Is that being streamed somewhere?
It maybe.
Oh, you're.
That's a fine idea.
Is it live at Green Hall?
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Oh.
People can come. Yeah, but they're letting people in actually. So it's a kind of an interesting experience. You have to sit down, but you can be in there. So
The people will either be there to celebrate or drown their sorrows, right?
correct,
Okay.
or fight or something. Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
So go to Green Hall if you want to fight on election day. Is what?
Yeah, it's a good place to be. It's a good place to be.
Well, yeah, you were great, Jackson. We really appreciate you coming on. Yeah, that was a fantastic set.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Jackson. We love Green Hall. We love you. Thank you.
Ciao.
Speaking of fantastic sets, also let's bring back Al Gonzales.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Al,
Glad to be part of Dadurday Night Live. Thank you.
thank you so much for hosting. I know it's a busy night for you. I know you have some like literal live things to plug like that are going on tonight.
Well, tonight, yes, the VR show, we do Failed to Render comedy. We have the #1 virtual reality comedy club in the world, and it's called Failed to Render Comedy Club. And it's in Altspace, which is an app that you can get with the Oculus or with the PC. And that'll get you a full immersed feel of a comedy club, but in VR. So we do this every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So you can look us up at failedtorendercomedy.com and look us up, and we got those shows throughout the week. We also have a live podcast that we do on Tuesday nights.
Oh, cool. What's the name? Oh, and that's with Failed to Render as well?
Yes.
All right, cool. Anything else you would like to plug?
Nope, that's it.
All right, hang out with us for a second. We'd like to do this for our world famous Ladad, but let's also bring up the Bachelors of Science real quick.
Yeah.
And that was some funny shit, guys.
Yeah, that was great, guys.
Excellent stuff.
We even got an extra bonus.
Yeah, the Bachelors never know what headlines they're going to get. Hopefully, they're going to be coming back for more. Okay, they're on their head. They're
Yeah,
definitely coming back for
looking
more.
forward to breaking some more news with y'all.
That's right. These are real headlines that we found throughout the week, and the Bachelors break it down, and it was a joy to see. I know I went out to the living room, and my wife loved it. So yeah, that was just great, guys. Thank you so much. Do you guys have anything to plug?
Nature Magazine.
Like not even online, just like the legitimate magazine.
Yeah, get a magazine.
Isn't Nature Magazine made of trees?
Yeah.
Dang,
That's part of the science.
Fresh trees, not even recycled.
Wow.
Only the
what were those little cards that came in the green plastic canister? Man, for real, y'all don't remember that? God dang it. I know Bachelor of Science wouldn't remember because they weren't born yet. But I'm your dads. You don't remember that? Where like they put the card out and it would have an animal on it, and they would always, this is how the This is how the commercial went. It would be, you'll learn about the duck-billed platypus. Has feet like a duck, but it's furry. That doesn't sound familiar at all?
It was the spiritual successor of Bachelors of Science.
Jason knows what I'm talking about, dude. He knows what I'm talking about.
Kevin went to Montessori. Anyway, let's bring. We're gonna do our world famous Ladad, which is, if you're into improv, it's like a LaRun, but there's no rules. Let's get Al back on, if we can. Is he still around? Can we get Al?
He's around here somewhere. Al, are you talking to fans? Where are you at?
He'd be talking to fans right now.
He's still here somewhere.
He is on.
So we're gonna, great. It's going to be a series of two-person scenes. We're all going to play our same character, whoever we establish, until we get back to that first character. And I think, Al, if it's okay with you, I'd like to start with you.
Okay.
Do you have an ask for, a question you'd like to get a suggestion to see in the chat that get us started on our set?
Yeah. Let's see. When will the Mayan prediction come true?
When will the Mayan prediction come true? Guys in the chat room, if you've got an answer for that, we're going to use that suggestion. Anybody coming through?
Tomorrow was the first thing that popped up.
All right. Our suggestion is tomorrow, Al.
Okay. So who's leading it off?
All right. Just you and I.
Okay. So I just heard. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, your report isn't due till tomorrow, but I see you turned it in today. You've got it on my desk earlier than asked for. It's a real bonus move there, McClintock. And I appreciate the fact that you're taking this job seriously.
Well, look, since the Mayan calendar has come around again and the world's going to end tomorrow, I just figured, what the hell?
So you believe that the world's going to end, and that's why you were early with this report.
Yeah, I just figured just get it over with and then go live my life. I mean, why not? The world's coming to an end.
So you want to take it?
I got a lot of pot to smoke, a lot of whiskey to drink, and a lot of chicks to figure out how to talk to at this point. So
listen, I appreciate the honesty, McClintock.
I figured get you your work done and then go on my way.
That's a baller move. I
could have just skipped out, but I care about the company.
Skipped out since your belief was destroyed. I don't think the world's going to end tomorrow, but the fact that you do and you get this to me so quickly, I think if the world doesn't end tomorrow, okay? If it doesn't end tomorrow.
Well, I really didn't like working here anyway, so I mean, it'll be a perfect end anyways.
Wow, that really puts a damper on what I was about to say. I was about to say,
Mr. Clinklock. Mr. Clinklock.
Yes.
Just got word back from the factory. They horrible news. They said that all those calendars that they gave us, they had a printing malfunction and they put the wrong dates on all of them. Like, the world is not ending tomorrow, sir. We have like another 2,000 years.
Has this memo gone out to the rest of the company?
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't. You know me better than that.
Then
boss.
Keep your mouth shut and let's continue with what we've been planning this whole time. What they don't know won't hurt them.
I kind of think it will hurt them. I think it will like hurt them terribly.
I think different. There's a nice bonus if we can keep it on the under.
Like what are we talking?
Well, name your price. As far as they're concerned, the world's ending tomorrow, so most of them will just quit or kill themselves. So it'll leave a lot on the budget.
That's a good point, boss. And that's why you call all the shots around here. That's why you are the man with the plan, and I'm in.
Amen.
I'm gonna get rid of that memo.
Thank you. We'll talk later.
All right, son. There, I've prepared the cellar for me to live in as you've instructed. I have quite a few of experience with this with the Great Depression.
I know. We talk about that often.
We do. I could tell you stories about it. I used to jump on railroads when I didn't have a job.
You've told me all those. You told me all those stories.
The trains weren't running. I just jumped on the railroad.
Hey, Great Papaw, this is seriously, this is our last night, and this is what you want to talk about? Like, it is not a mistake. It's all ending tomorrow.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. You've
You know, I
made
wouldn't
it
lie to
quite
you.
clear.
I would never lie to you.
You said, Papa, go to the cellar and never come out again for another 4 years.
That was almost 4 years ago, though.
That was. And I broke my promise just as I always have.
Which is why I've asked you to stay in the cellar. You do less damage down there.
You would be surprised at all the pipes that are down there.
Steel, they're steel pipes, and a frail man like you is not going to be able to damage those. And that's why it's the best place for you. And you know what? You also can't damage me anymore.
Wow. That is truly the most heartbreaking part of this. That's the only way I know how to show care.
That's ass backwards, Papaw.
Hey, look at you. Get it together. You're a strong man because I am a mean man, a very immoral man. I'm a bad man. I've come to terms with that, but I'm old. I just want to die, reincarnate.
It's all because of the Great Depression. It's not your fault.
That's right. That's right.
Tell me about the train tracks again.
Well, that's where I met your mother. She was on a rail car, and I saw her drive by, and I thought she was a beautiful woman. In fact, she was the only woman I ever saw on the train track, so that added to it. As you know, she's not actually that good looking of a woman.
Oh.
Anyways, I chased her down across the country.
On the same track?
And she was impressed. I ran really fast back then and married me on the spot because of my great speed.
So she ran as fast as you did?
Yeah, she was on the train track, and she was running inside the train car.
Charleston, are you coming back to bed?
Oh,
The
Maurice.
last night, you know.
The last night of the 4 years that we were supposed to be down here, or the last day of our marriage, Maurice.
That's right. We have to do the thing.
Oh, yes. This is the last day before you are menopause. This is the last chance we have to have another child.
This is it. There's a calendar, you know.
Yes. I keep quite up with it, and I mark all of our anniversaries on it, so I know how to disappoint you more, because I only know how to show care by hurting.
I'll be honest with you. I've never been more disappointed in you than I am right now.
Oh, so I'm improving. Oh, you like it, you naughty woman. Well, I have more disappointing news.
What is that, Charleston?
We're going to be down here for another 4 years.
4 more years of
4 more years of this, yes, of dark dampness. And
I'm going to be honest with you right now. I hate your guts.
Shortcuts. You hate shortcuts.
No, I hate your guts.
Oh.
In
Yes.
4 more years of you, I may snap my neck and call it a day.
I would be surprised if you had enough strength to snap your neck, Maurice. The massages that you give me are like a chicken crawling on my back.
You know me so well.
I do. And
I'm here to check on you. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm not well.
I've had so much news. I'm about ready to snap my own neck.
Well, that's what we're here to talk about, all right? We're not going to do any of the stuff, okay? We're going to tone that down, all right? We're trying to focus on having a better mindset.
This last 4 years have been a little rough, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I know it's been rough, but I have very solid information that tomorrow it's all going to be over.
Now,
right?
Stefan, please imbue me with your knowledge, Stefan.
I have a source inside a calendar printing factory who said that they have stopped all the printing. Okay? Why would they stop all the printing if not the world was ending and there would be no more need for dates? Okay? We're gonna get to wipe the slate clean after this.
Wipe it clean.
Wipe it clean. All of that past you have.
I've been wanting a clean slate for quite some time, if I'm being honest.
Me too. I mean, honestly, me too. There's a lot on the slate. All right, it's piled up. All right, it's like if I had a charcuterie board and I just kept stacking raw meats on it and never cleaned it off. All right, the slate has been piling up, and there's some good cheeses, there's some good meats there, but honestly, it's getting a little high.
Stefan, you are the wisest man I know, and I'm married to a scientist.
Well, this is what happens when you work with meats and cheeses. All right, that age, that wisdom that comes from age, comes off the cheese and onto you. That's all. That's what I've always said. That's why I wanted to be a cheese man.
I don't understand half your words, but the other half make a lot of sense.
Stefan.
Well, I
Stefan.
went into the basement.
Stefan, it is I, the
Yes.
destroyer of worlds. Have you spread my message?
I've spread your message. All right, I received it in the brie, and I have spread it far and wide.
I knew there was only one that would see it in the cheese, and it was you. Thank you.
I carefully look for your messages every time I open a new wheel.
Yes, yes. And you've told all the billions and billions of people that the world will end tomorrow.
Yes, yes. I saw it in the cheese, and I told everyone.
And of course, because I put it in the cheese, everyone took you seriously, correct?
Of course, you can't forge a cheese message. It's impossible. All right, it's better than the Enigma machine.
Yes, you can't forge cheese. Stefan?
Yes.
Would you like me to spare your life when I end the world?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of 50-50.
You'd be the only one there. Everyone else would be gone. You'd have free reign in everything. All the cheese and meat, every charcuterie board you'd ever want. Until it's spoiled.
Well, that sounds tempting. I'm listening.
Say the word and I'll make it so. I'll save you while I destroy everyone else.
All right. I'll do it. Take me.
Lights are on. I just don't see anybody. Where the shiz is everybody? I mean, hey,
Hey.
Are you an employee here?
Yeah, well, this office was empty. I took it. I'm gonna be ending the world, and I just needed a computer.
I just don't listen. I don't want to hear about any of the world. But nobody has showed up for work today, except for you. So I don't care what you have to do. Just we need those numbers crunched. We need to get everything done. So do what you're paid to do, friend. Okay.
Well, the number.
Listen, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Destroyer of Worlds.
Mr. Destroyer of Worlds, whatever you are. Oh God, these people who change their names. Listen, friend. Okay. We have deadlines to meet. All right.
Yeah.
Widgets aren't going to be made by themselves. So why don't you just take care of it? All right.
Well, I understand. I have a dead.
No. I'm gonna go in my office. All right.
I gotta end the.
I'm gonna listen. Don't you say another word. I'm gonna have my coffee, my 9 o'clock coffee. I'm gonna read my funnies. And when I come out here, those widgets better all be made. Okay.
Well, guess I got some reports to do.